Samsung Galaxy F12 has gone on sale in India. The phone is powered by the Exynos 850 chipset and features a 6.5-inch HD Plus IPS display with a 90Hz refresh rate. The Galaxy F12 includes 4GB of RAM and up to 128GB of storage. At the back is a quad-rear camera setup with a 48-megapixel main sensor along with an 8-megapixel front camera. Samsung has packed in a 6000 mAh battery with 15-watt fast charging support. Pricing for the Galaxy F12 starts at Rs 10,999 for the 4GB RAM and 64GB storage variant. The LG Wing smartphone will be available for Rs 29,999 on Flipkart from the 13th of April, a massive price cut of nearly 40,000 rupees from its original launch price of Rs 69,990. The sale comes after LG announced the decision to shut down its mobile division, although it will continue to sell smartphones until stocks last and has pledged to support select phones, including the Wing, for at least 3 years. The LG Wing features a 6.8-inch Full HD Plus OLED display that flips horizontally to reveal a secondary 3.9-inch Full HD Plus OLED display underneath. It is powered by the Snapdragon 765G SoC along with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. At the back is a 64-megapixel triple rear camera setup, and LG has packed in a 4000 mAh battery with 25-watt fast charging support. According to a Bloomberg report, Apple will release a refreshed iPad Pro model with a mini LED display in late April. The mini LED screen is supposed to provide a better contrast ratio and color representation over the current LCD displays used in the iPad Pro. The mini LED screen may be exclusive to the 12.9-inch variant. Earlier rumors have also indicated that the iPad Pro models may receive support for Thunderbolt over USB-C and a new A14X chipset that could be as powerful as the Apple M1 chipset used in the new MacBooks. Microsoft is reportedly in advanced talks to acquire AI and speech technology company Nuance Communications in a deal that would be worth $16 billion. Nuance helps provide speech recognition for Apple's Siri and makes software for sectors ranging from healthcare to the automotive industries. Bloomberg reports that talks between the two companies are ongoing and could still fall apart. If the deal goes through, it would be Microsoft's second largest acquisition after its deal to acquire LinkedIn for $26.2 billion in 2016. PUBG New State, the upcoming PUBG game by new publishers Krafton, has crossed 10 million pre-registrations on the Google Play Store. PUBG New State is set in the year 2051 and features modern gadgets and weaponry in the familiar Battle Royale setting. The game is not available to pre-register for on the Indian Play Store after PUBG Mobile was banned last year amid escalating tensions with China due to its connections with Chinese company Tencent. PUBG New State is published by South Korean company Krafton, but there has been no official announcement of an India launch yet, as Krafton await a decision from the Indian government. Sony is currently hiring for the head of mobile position at PlayStation Studios, indicating that the company could be set to make a big push for the mobile gaming market with its PlayStation brand. The job listing asks for a candidate who can promote the vision, mission, strategy for mobile game development within PlayStation Studios, and who will ensure a focus on successfully adapting PlayStation's most popular franchises for mobile. This focus on mobile gaming may not happen very soon, as the job listing does provide a 3 to 5 year time frame. However, it is safe to say that Sony wants to bring some of its most iconic gaming franchises, including Uncharted, The Last of Us, and God of War, to your smartphone screen. According to a report, developer CD Projekt Red has committed to fixing Cyberpunk 2077's problems over the long term. A CDPR chief executive told Reuters that the company plans to update Cyberpunk 2077 to a state where they can be proud of it. One of the most anticipated games in recent times, Cyberpunk 2077 suffered a disastrous launch where it received much criticism for its bug-ridden nature, especially on the last-gen consoles, causing Sony to remove the game entirely from the PlayStation Store. CDPR claims that the recent 1.2 patch, which fixed hundreds of bugs, was a step in the right direction to getting it reinstated, and that their relationship with Sony remains friendly. APK Pure, a third-party app store for Android, was found to be infected by malware by security firm Kaspersky. Kaspersky reportedly found a Trojan-like infection in the App Store and informed the company on April the 8th, after which the company resolved the issue and released an updated version. The firm had earlier found a similar malware within the Cam Scanner app. If left unchecked, the malware can install itself on the system partition, making it difficult to remove, and then produce intrusive ads or paid subscriptions to the user. For complete safety, users are recommended only to download apps from the Google Play Store.